Welcome to this introduction lecture. In this lecture, we'll understand what we're going to learn in this course. I intend to start this course from the very basics, from the very ground up, so that you can understand the primary benefits of cloud, the nitty-gritties of the cloud terminologies used in today's world, and then we slowly introduce Amazon Web services to you. For example, we'll talk about IAM, which is Identity and Access Management, Virtual Private Cloud, Elastic Compute Cloud, which falls under the compute section. And then, as we understand that, we'll talk about the different kinds of storages available in today's world in Amazon. One of the key characteristics of cloud computing is elasticity and scaling. So we'll talk about that as well. How do you balance the load between the web servers with the help of Elastic Load Balancer is something that we're going to understand as well. We'll learn about the critical services like DNS, CloudFront, and Route 53 as well in the second half of the course. Well, provisioning infrastructure is not sufficient. You also gotta monitor them, log them, and set up notifications as well. So we'll learn about how do you use CloudWatch for monitoring, CloudTrail for auditing and logging, and notifications using simple notification services. Amazon, of course, has database services in the form of SQL and NoSQL. We call them as RDS and DynamoDB. We'll then jump into caching services in the database section called as Elasticache and the data warehouse component, which is Redshift. Today we are moving on to a serverless world where organizations would like to build their modern applications using serverless services like AWS Lambda. We cannot leave out security because there are hackers out there who are eyeing on your critical intellectual properties. So we need to understand what services AWS is offering as far as security is concerned and compliance is concerned. It's important to understand the AWS shared responsibility model and how AWS provides security and compliance. We'll also talk about the KMS service and other services as well, which are important to note. Finally, to end this discussion, we'll also talk about pricing and billing and understand how will you get charged for the services that you're using. What are the best practices there? In the end, I'll also walk you through certain white papers and documentations that are there that would be helpful for you as part of your reference and also as part of your technical growth. So let's get started.